Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Alps Panorama at the Northern Sea here in Farming Simulator 19. These are definitely ones that we want to be thinking about selling. Look at all these, 0.7 and 0.6 years and 0.5 years. There's quite a lot there that are over 125 kilos. There is a yeah, and then those are getting a lot smaller. So there's actually quite a few pigs that we could seriously consider selling there. Cows over this side, how we want to go up to this side of it. At the moment, we've got like 430 cows now. And if we go look on this side, right in here, we got 4 years old, 600 kilos. And then if we go with 1.2 years, we got quite a lot of them at over 300 kilos now. And there's several, because I think I said 250 kilos. If we take cows over 250 kilos, and we'll use that as our sort of cutoff point, so anything above 250, and that's where we can sell them. I mean, that would work fairly well. Let's run back this way, so that we can stand in front of our door. We can skip another night, and then we can see how it's going to work. Let's look back this way. Where are you at? You're about to come up and do your turn right on here. So let's go and watch that first. Where are you going to... Because it's kind of weird on the course, wasn't it? Actually, you know, the time it's going to take for us to get through that little weird bit of course right there, I think we'd be better off just to jump in here, skip the night, and then we'll see it in the morning, because the crop will be longer then anyway. Let's go to there, and 12 hours I can do. The days are long, it is summer. Don't show again. The crops are growing. The hay, it's time to do hay, but I'm not doing hay. I am actually going to leave the hay. I did and ah about that. I was wondering whether I should or I shouldn't, but I've decided that I shouldn't. I'm not going to do the hay. We did go and do an extra field up there. Now, this crop right here, that should, with standard crop destruction, that should actually be destroyed with the crop destruction. It looks like it's is it actually sliding? No, it's just the sky. It looks like it's sliding around, but it's not. It's the sky. Crop destruction doesn't matter if it's on, because we're using the AI vehicle. Not the AI, because we're using any kind of AI. We're using Courseplay on here. It's not destroying the crop. It's decided not to destroy any crops for us. Actually, I think I don't know if I actually turned that off. I may have turned that off. But what are you doing now? Why are you reversing out over there? No. No. You don't need to be doing that. I mean, if I go in here and I have a look at the course, there's no part of the course that is over this side. There's no part of the course that is over that side over there. Of course, you wanted to come through here just so that you could drive into a tree, didn't you? And now, the problem that I've got with this... Stop, driver. The problem that we've got with this, of course, is that, one, it's wedged us against a tree in here. But no, the more serious problem is that now I go to drive into the field and I'm instantly destroying crop. What possible advantage could there be to doing that? Except I'm not destroying crop because I haven't got crop destruction turned on. Right, well, okay, I can leave that bit. That's the outside round. And that just flows around over to here, and then turns, and then comes over to here. So why are you going out over that? What possible advantage could there be for you doing that ridiculous nonsense that you just did? And actually, I need to go here. That's going to go out round that way. It's going to turn. It's going to do something daft over here, and I don't quite know what it is. And then it's going to turn over there, and it's this course here that I want to follow. You're going to go there. Current, next closest, drive course. So you're just going to go from this point. I'm going to end up having to rescue that again for the next one, aren't I? Right, well, it's done. We've managed to do that little bit. Honestly, I'm past caring for the most part with that. You're okay in there, and we'll probably be all right to skip the night with the pigs. We'll run this bit over. By the time we've run this bit over and tipped in for the cows, and then we've come back and stuck this trailer back underneath the spout again, we will probably be at night time coming up anyway. So let's run you through there like that. It's going to be autumn before we're ready to actually do the harvesting, isn't it? And we're early summer at the moment. We've got several days. And this is why I'm thinking of selling all the animals. Because of the changes that were made to this map, I'm not going to really be able to release this save game file, so I don't need to worry about keeping a load of animals for people. It just means that I might be able to go through a little bit faster without having to constantly worry about filling everything up. I don't know if I should do that or not. We'll see. Let's do another day or two, and we'll see how this is getting on. If it's getting too tedious, I think we might just end up skipping it all. Right, you're fine there. I was going to leave that. I was going to see how we get on with leaving it. I'm going to run over here. I'm just going to leave it sitting right where it is. I'm not going to do anything else. The pigs, they are getting through their food, but they'll be fine until morning. They've got enough to last until morning. Milk down here, we've got 115,000 litres at the moment. Chickens in there, they're fine until morning. They'll be absolutely fine. We don't need to worry about those. We are on 332 pigs. We're on 440 cows. Pigs, we can have up to 350, isn't it? Or is it 400? I don't remember now. Let's go and have a look. It's the Stevie ones. It is the Stevie one, so we want to go and have a look over here. So we've got the cows is 450. The pigs is 450 as well. So pigs were actually fairly low in numbers. We did sell a lot of pigs when we had a little bit of a sale day earlier. We did sell quite a lot. There's actually sold more than I realized. So there's lots of pigs gone. It's only the first day of summer. It's 9 o'clock almost, and it's still not nighttime. I would like to skip the night. Oh, no, it's going to let me. Ideal. Right. We can skip the night even when it's broad daylight. That's good. If it's going to allow us to do this every time when it gets to 9, then we should be pretty good with that. So there is another skipping right there. And if I go here, food on those two is a little bit low. But I'm now literally just about to run round with the 3 trailers. So we'll be able to top those up without any problem. And then we can go and put a little bit in for the cows. We will have another few thousand litres of milk ready with the cows. I'm still going to leave them. Still going to leave that. We don't need the money at the moment. Right now, I don't need that money. I got 195,000 euros. And yeah, it's draining down at a fairly steady rate with the hired help draining the using fertilizer. Buying it direct, but that's not causing us any problems. So let's go to you right there with the barley. I'll tip that in. And then I can go and we can tip in the canola over here. Why aren't you tipping? Let's go on a little bit further. And then I can tip in the next bit in a second. There's some canola tipped in, and then I've got corn tipped in there as well. And that's the pigs looking much happier. And the chickens as well. We're looking, yeah, see, they're looking happy. The cows are looking fairly happy anyway. Pigs are all looking happy. Everybody is happy. Why are you 90% health? Did you actually run out of food for a minute? I think the pigs actually ran out of food for a minute. The chickens didn't. And why are the cows on 88%? They should not be on 88%. I don't understand how percentages work with seasons. That makes it makes zero sense to me whatsoever. How the health thing works with the cows, the percentages on there. I really do not understand that one. I'm sure there is actually a logic to it. It's just what that logic might be remains a complete and total mystery to me. I've absolutely no idea. I was going to remove all the lines from this, but I don't think I will. We'll leave that one. That can just keep going. In which case, all I want to do is go to this one. Go and tip this next lot in. And we're going to need to put a bit more stuff in for the mixed feeders so that we can top that one up. I think it is time to sell some cows. Anything over 250 kilos, we will sell. That's what we're going to do. That's going to be our next move. Anything over 250 kilos, we will sell. So if I go there and I start tipping that out, I will then go over this side and I will go into here. I got those at 4 years. I want to go right up to the top first. Oh, hang on. That's because I've done it that way. Right. I'm going to start cycling down here. So if it's 250, we can start shunting it over. So I want to move everything that is 250 or higher, which is all of these at 1.1 years, 1.2 years. I mean, technically, we ought to leave them until they're like 18, at least 2. I'd say technically, we ought to leave them until they're at least 2 years old. But I don't think we will. If we get rid of them now, everything like the young stock, the 4-year-old ones, we won't get rid of those. Because that's the original milking cows. We don't need to start replacing those yet, I don't think. So we can scroll down through that lot, and then we go back to these at 1.2 years here. And I'm then going to do that. Now, I'm going to have to be careful here that I don't go too fast on this. 317, 300. Let's just press them one at a time now, shall we? So, right, 242 kilos. We're sort of pushing it there. We'll stop now. We'll go there. We'll confirm that. Space confirm right there. $161,000 euros, sorry, from animals sold. And then if I go back over to this side, I got 155,000 liters of milk right there. If I look in this side, we've got 2008 right there. I don't think we're going to get much better than 2008 for being it. We're out of time for selling milk, so that's not going to happen. You over here, as I've already now gone round and put stuff in for all of the animals, I could try and sell some more pigs. We had some pigs there that we could go and sell. It just means that we got to put a little bit less food in for the animals if we go and sell a whole load of them. And that should speed the whole process of all of it up. Although, I'm not slowing down time at all. At the moment, I haven't had to slow down any time. Let's start there. So yeah, because I've not had to slow anything down, I'm still just running it along at full 120 times speed, and then I'm running backwards and forwards to the house and skipping the night. So we're not really losing out on anything. Let's go into there, like this, and we will... You're not tired. Don't tell me when I am and I am not tired. I know when I'm tired. You don't. You haven't got a clue. You don't even... You're hired help. You're hired help, you're hired services, you've got absolutely no clue. You don't even know which way is up most of the time. So don't go telling me when I am and I am not tired, because you really, really don't... It's listening to me, is it? It's not listening to me at all. This is not what I want to hear. Right, 9 o'clock. Now, can I sleep? Apparently I cannot. I'm not allowed... There we go. Right, okay, I can sleep. It's going to allow me to go to sleep. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you telling me and allowing me to do what I want to do with my own life, my own existence. Yes? Is this acceptable to you, that I can go and do this? I'm assuming so. Right. Milk over here. Ooh, actually, that's quite a bit higher. 2,072 there. Let's go and sell the milk immediately. 2,000, I did want to let it go higher than that, but I think that I want to go and sell it right now, because then we've got lots and lots of cash. Let's go that way and go, okay, there's another 380,000 euros coming from that little lot. So that means we can go and buy the next combine if we really want to. I'm not going to, I don't think. I think I will just lease it. But, it's nice to know that we've got the option. Now, what are you doing next? You are coming up to right up this end. So you're still not really... No changes to note up here at all. That one's just going to keep going, doing what he's doing at the minute. And I want to go to... Wait a minute. Actually, want to check on here. You're on 99,000 there. Alright. Let's go and have this one. I'll run this one over to the cows, and then we'll go and do the pigs. We'll fill the pigs up completely and fill the chickens up completely. And then once I've done that, then I will go and sell some pigs, as long as I've got time on the clock there. Sell a load of pigs after that and see what we get for it all. So we'll tip you lot out. We'll tip all of that out there. I don't think it's going to actually empty everything out. Nope, not even close. So I'm just going to leave that one parked there for now. This one here, we can go and tip some out for the chickens, and then I will top the trailers up, and then we can tip some out for the pigs, and then I can go and... What am I going to do then? Sell pigs. I don't know how many I'm going to be able to sell, but that's also, guys, it basically means that the food will be stuffed full, and then we get rid of a load of the animals, and it keeps the food at a higher level for a longer period of time. At least this is what I'm hoping. I have noticed, though, that if you do that when you've got straw in there, it just basically deletes a whole load of straw, which I was very disappointed with. I found that on the Black Mountain series. Like, it just basically just deleted a whole load of straw from the pigs, which I was bitterly disappointed about. Extremely, extremely disappointed about that, and I was not happy. Next one over there like that, and I want to go to you, canola. I will tip all of that in. And then we'll go on to the next one. Something that I was thinking about, I don't know how many people watch both this series and the hardcore series, because I do play them very, very differently. The next series I'm doing, I'm going to do the Hagenstedt map to replace this one, and I will be doing cows on that. That's what I'm going to be focusing on as my big as my animal. I'm probably not going to do any other animal on there. I'm probably only going to do cows, with an aim to doing what I used to do when I play. I used to do a bit of stuff with the sheep, but I didn't really like doing the sheep because I didn't like handling the pallets, so I didn't bother with them. Chickens are kind of a waste of time. I mean, well, we can do chickens, and we know that we can waste money. We can make a load of money, but I've done big-scale chickens. But I'm going to be I'm aiming for 1,000 cows on that map. Now, that's great and all, but I'm also aiming to do cows as the only animal on the next hardcore series. Now, the next hardcore series is going to be played out rather differently. But I was wondering, there won't be pigs on the Hagenstedt map, but does anybody want me to follow up later on with a series... either replacing the Hagenstedt one later or another hardcore series somewhere down the line where I only concentrate on doing pigs. Does anybody actually want to see that? Well, pigs or sheep? Is that something that would be of interest to people or not? It's not cows that I'm wanting to sell. Wait a minute. That says 321 out of 400... I still got 320 cows. I have. I have got a full 450 pigs now. We'll go and sell a load of pigs. I've still got time, I think, to work my way through and sell pigs. We'll go into here like this, and... Now, was I doing... 200... anything over 125 is really what we want to be looking at in here. So we got 0.2, 0.4 years, 0.5 years is not quite. It's basically 0.7, 0.6 years and up is what we really want to be looking at. So if I go there to start with, those are 0.8 years. We get rid of a few of them. That's 0.7. Quite a few there at 0.7, and there's some 0.5. Right, so now we jump down to 0.5. That's borderline. So I'm not going to sell those. And then we'll go all the way up here to the top. This is 0.3, 0.6. We got several now at 0.6 years. So if I go there, that's over 125 kilos. I don't honestly remember what I said previously for what was going to be my cutoff point for weights. But if we call 125, that's like half weight. It's just gone and cancelled everything I put across. And it did it because we're fast-forwarding time. That's not very helpful. Let me slow right down there then. And we'll go back and we'll try this again. So, the 0.6 years here. Why I had to go and do that. I moved it. Ooh, okay, I've moved a couple extra there that I shouldn't have done. 0.6 years. Oh, there's only one that I've moved over. Move that one back. And then I want to drop down to below our base stock animals, which are here. I'll bring that up a little bit like that so that I can just see what I'm doing. And then I want to go there and I press and hold the enter key once again with this. There's a little mod that there is for doing that. I don't remember what mod it is, but you press and hold the enter key and it starts cycling them through. Why this is not part of the base game, I do not know. This is one serious frustration for me that is never put in as part of the base game. But anyway, there, we'll sell those few pigs. There's not all that many. We've got 45,000 euros, less than 7,500 transport costs for shifting those. We're down to 373, so we've sold 77 animals. 77 animals sold there, and we sold a whole load of cows as well. It's just going to help us out a little bit with the food on here. It won't make much difference to that one now, but yeah. Okay, now I can start going fast again. We're day 3 of midsummer. We jump over to here, skip the night, and that's going to take us up to day 4 of midsummer. We won't be able to start harvest until the beginning of winter, will we? I'm hoping we will be able to do the harvest on the first day of autumn. It doesn't normally allow the harvest during the summer, not even late summer. It normally makes you wait until the first day of autumn before you can go and do any of it. Now, this one has actually managed to get round the corner over there this time and is on his 3rd track round the field. I'm quite impressed with that. So we've got a double lot of fertilizer in here, and we've got a triple lot of fertilizer around the outside. So we'll just keep throwing this on. And if it's able to put the coat across the field, then ideal, but we'll just run it until it runs out of time, and then we'll do the harvest. We're not going to get caught up too much on making sure that that one does an absolutely perfect job of that last bit of fertilizer in there. I'll tip this one out. Bit more food in there for the cows. How much are we going to be using today? It's actually going to use all of it, isn't it? And, oh. Well, he's completely filled up. I know he's gone and used everything that's in the trailer, but he is pretty much completely filled up in there with the total mixed ration. So I will run this one back over here. I've got hay in there. I've got plenty of hay in there, but we've just about empty on our thing. So what we need to do is we'll back this in. And we'll start that one loading again, and then I will get the trailer load of silage once more. You go to there and start. I don't think I need to. I've got 200,000 litres in there, which should be enough to keep us going until we can start our harvest. That's all that really matters. So it's just as long as we can keep ticking over until we start the harvest, which at the rate it's looking at, because what you normally have is that it does look ripe in the field, but it's not actually ripe with seasons. And then you've got to wait for another stage just for it to sort of finish off doing that last little bit, and then it will be ready. So it will look ready to harvest from tomorrow, from day 5, which is late summer, and then day 1, early autumn, will be when we can actually start harvesting. So that's when we're going to lay down a course for 3 combines harvesting in the field. Although I'm wondering if we ought to try 4 combines. Maybe we can do it with 4. I mean, 4 combines is going to be a bit of a headache, I think. I think it's going to cause us problems. But it's not like we haven't got the money. We could afford to buy the combines outright. I've got no intention of buying the combines. I'm going to lease them. But we could try and do this with 4 combines. So I was thinking, we've got the class combines here, so we could try and do it. We could do our utmost to try and run this with class combines. The problem with the class combines is the really long spouts, and that does tend to cause some issues. This is what I'm a bit sort of umming and ahhing about, as to whether I should get rid of those and switch over to some Stevie combine, or even just the basic, the normal ideal combine. So we're still running ideal combines on the map. Like, if we go and have a look in here, like, it's those really long spouts. Now, that's an 18,000 litre capacity on that one. And if we go in here into our harvesters, the base game one we've got, that is 17,000. So it's not a big difference between them. We could have a few of those. We've got a Stevie mod right here. Actually, no, that's just a regular. It's not a Stevie. That's a Stevie. Did I have the ideal by Stevie? You in here. Wheel setup, design. Global positioning. Right, that's actually just got extra colors and stuff. I don't know where that one came from. I've got that one, but I got the CR1090 by Stevie. I see two of them there. I don't know why I got two different ones. But so I got you capacity standard, capacity with an extension. That gives me a 60,000 litre capacity on the combine. That's not too bad, you know. 60,000 litres, that give me enough time to get around and catch it. But this is, kind of got the impression from people that you didn't want me to do that. You didn't want me using Stevie on this series. So maybe we should just stick with the class combines. So I have 4 of these. I get 2 more of them. And we will attempt this with 4 class combines running around this big field. And then I will see if I can keep it empty. Now, if I'm going to be able to do that, I'm going to need to have some pretty good trailers. We're going to need to be able to run some pretty slick trailers running on this, and those aren't going to be standard ones. I am going to have increased capacity trailers so that I've got any chance of being able to do this. So I got something like that one, the Load King, which is a potential 90,000 litres in there. There's one option there to go to 90k. What else have I got in here? It's just the mods that I've got at the moment. There are others available that we could go to. We've got the Pace Setter right there by Stevie. That one is 60,000 with the extension. That goes to 90,000 as well, which is exactly the same. There. Right. The Pace Setter Super B. I got the A-Train right here. That one doesn't have anything extra on it. It's just got the capacity of whatever the thing is, which is 55,000 litres. And I've got that one, the Pace Setter Super B, is 60,000 litres, and that doesn't have any extra capacity mod, like alterations on it either. So it looks good, but it doesn't increase the capacity. So 90,000 appears to be my outer limit on this. And I kind of don't like the idea of having just 90,000. I kind of wanted a road train sort of configuration going on. You right here, truck dolly, but that one there, it doesn't have a rear hitch on it. So you can get them. We can... Does this one have a rear hitch? That one doesn't. What about you? As a standard, do you have a rear? No, you don't have a rear hitch either. So this one with its 60k, like if I could have the Wilson trailer but have the load trailer, that one trailer there with 60k, I'd like to have this one over here, there, that one right there. Yeah, I'd like it to be longer so that I've got the rear hitch on it right here. Of the big long one, and then have that one there on the back. I think that would be better. Well, that's about all we've got time for in today's episode, so we're going to go and take a little bit of a break. We need to chill out on the beach, relax, and build up some strength. So while we're doing that, if you've enjoyed the episode, then could you please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.